Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Real English Podcast. I'm Emily.
And I'm Paul. Thanks for joining us today. It's always great to have you here with us.
Paul, can I ask you something? Have you ever felt nervous when starting a conversation with someone new?
Oh, yes, so many times, especially when I'm not sure what to say first. You want to sound friendly, but you don't want it to feel awkward.
Exactly. I think everyone has been there. Sometimes you really want to talk to someone, but your mind goes completely blank.
Totally. I remember once I wanted to chat with a new colleague at work, but I just stood there thinking, how do I even begin?
That's such a common experience, especially for English learners. But the good news is, it doesn't have to be hard. Once you know a few simple, friendly phrases, starting a conversation becomes so much easier.
Right. You don't need fancy grammar or difficult words. You just need a few natural expressions to sound confident and relaxed.
Exactly. So today's episode is all about that. How to start a conversation in English, how to sound natural, and how to feel more confident when you talk to people.
Let's start with a question for our listeners. Have you ever wanted to talk to someone, maybe in English, but didn't know what to say first?
Maybe you were sitting next to someone at a cafe, or you met a new classmate, or maybe you just wanted to start small talk with a coworker, but you didn't know how to begin.
If that sounds like you, then this episode is going to help a lot. We'll share easy phrases, real examples, and natural ways to open a conversation, just like native speakers do.
Yes, by the end of this episode, you'll know how to start a conversation politely and confidently, how to ask simple, friendly questions, and how to sound more natural, not robotic or too formal.
That's so important because many learners know grammar and vocabulary, but they still feel shy or stuck when it's time to start speaking.
Exactly. And the truth is, starting a conversation doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be friendly and real. People respond more to your energy and kindness than to perfect English.
That's a great point. Sometimes just saying something simple like, "Hi, how are you?" or "Nice day, isn't it?" can open a whole conversation.
Yes, and you can use these phrases anywhere at work, at school, at a cafe, or even when you're traveling. Starting a conversation is like opening a door to connection.
Speaking of traveling, I remember once in Japan, I wanted to talk to a local shop owner. I didn't know what to say, so I just said, "Your shop looks really nice." And that started a really friendly chat.
That's a perfect example. Compliments, greetings, or comments about your surroundings are great ways to begin.
You see, it's not about saying something complicated, it's about being open and friendly.
Exactly. And in this episode, we'll explore how you can start a conversation in different real life situations, like meeting someone new, chatting at a cafe, or talking to a coworker for the first time.
We'll also give you examples of natural English questions and expressions that help you sound confident from the very first sentence.
So if you've ever felt nervous or unsure about how to start speaking, don't worry. We've got you covered.
And remember, the more you practice these small moments, the easier it gets. Every conversation helps you grow.
Absolutely. And if you're enjoying learning with us, Don't forget to subscribe so you can keep improving your English naturally and confidently every week.
Yes. When you subscribe, you'll never miss a new episode, and we love having you as part of our Real English community.
All right, then I think it's time to get started. Today, we're going to make starting a conversation in English feel simple, natural, and fun.
So grab your coffee, get comfortable, and let's begin with some easy ways to start a conversation in English.
Let's dive right in. All right, let's jump right into today's lesson. How to start a conversation in real life.
Yes, we're going to show you how to open small talk, introduce yourself, keep the conversation going, and end it politely.
Let's begin with one of the most common challenges, starting a conversation with strangers. So, Paul, imagine you're sitting at a cafe and someone's next to you. How would you start a small chat?
I might say something simple like, "Hi, how are you?" Or maybe comment on the weather. "Nice weather today, isn't it?"
Yes, those short and friendly phrases are perfect. You don't need long sentences to begin a conversation, just something natural and open.
Exactly. And you can also say, "Excuse me, is anyone sitting here?" if you're at a cafe or bus. It's polite and often starts a short exchange.
Right. Let's try a quick example. We'll do a cafe scene. Ready?
Sure.
Excuse me, is anyone sitting here?
No, please go ahead.
Thanks. It's so busy today, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. I guess everyone wanted coffee at the same time.
Perfect. You see, that's a real friendly conversation starter. It feels natural and polite.
Yes, and the secret is don't overthink it. Just smile, keep your tone warm, and sound relaxed.
Right. Your tone matters more than your grammar. Even if your English isn't perfect, people respond to friendliness.
That's a great point. Sometimes people worry about making mistakes, but confidence is what makes the conversation flow.
Exactly. And small talk is universal. Everyone enjoys a friendly hello.
So, if you want to start talking to a stranger, remember these three magic phrases. "Hi, how are you?" "Nice weather today, isn't it?" And "Excuse me, is anyone sitting here?"
Simple, short, and natural. Perfect for English learners. Now, let's move to the next step, introducing yourself.
Yes, once the conversation has started, you can say who you are and maybe where you're from or what you do.
Exactly. You can say, "Hi, I'm Emily." Or if it's more formal, you can say, "I don't think we've met before. I'm Emily."
And you can add a little detail like, "I work at a design company" or "I'm from Canada." It helps the other person learn something about you.
Let's show an example. Imagine Paul is new at a company and I'm one of his coworkers.
Okay, let's go.
"Hi, I don't think we've met before. I'm Emily. I work in marketing."
Oh, nice to meet you, Emily. I'm Paul. I just joined the design team this week.
"Welcome to the team. How are you finding it so far?"
It's great. Everyone's been really friendly.
That's such a smooth and natural way to introduce yourself. Notice how we kept it friendly and short.
Yes, you don't need to share too much information. Just a few sentences are enough.
Right. And after you introduce yourself, it's polite to ask a question back. That keeps the conversation going.
Exactly. For example, after saying, "I'm Paul," you can ask, "And you?" Or "What about you?"
It shows interest and helps make the conversation two-sided, not just one person talking.
That's what makes English sound natural, the balance between speaking and asking.
Let's give another example for listeners. Paul, imagine you meet someone at a language class.
Okay. Hi, I'm Paul. Is this your first time in this class?
Yes, I just started this week. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I'm trying to improve my speaking skills.
Me too. It's great to practice together.
There we go. A friendly, simple start that could lead to a longer conversation.
Exactly. Introductions are easy once you know the rhythm. Greet, share your name, add one small detail, and ask something back.
Now, once you've started talking, the next challenge is keeping the conversation going.
Yes. And that's where most people get stuck. They say hi and then silence.
That's true. The secret is to use follow-up questions and show real interest.
Right. Phrases like, what about you? Really? That sounds interesting. Or, how long have you been doing that? Help the conversation continue naturally.
Let's practice that. I'll start with something simple. I really enjoy cooking at home.
Oh, really? What kind of food do you like to cook?
Mostly Asian dishes. I love spicy food.
That sounds delicious. How long have you been cooking?
Maybe 3 years. I started during the lockdown.
See, that's a full, friendly exchange. Short sentences, natural rhythm, and curiosity.
Yes, and remember to use your voice to show interest, like wow or really. It makes your English sound alive.
Exactly. And you don't need long answers. Short, friendly reactions keep the talk smooth.
Another great tip is to connect with the other person says to your own experience. For example, if someone says, I love hiking, you can say, oh, me too. I went hiking last weekend.
That's a natural way to build connection. It shows you're listening and you care.
Let's give one more short example. Ready?
Let's do it.
I've been learning English for 2 years.
That's great. What made you start learning?
I wanted to travel and talk with people from different countries.
That's awesome. Where would you like to go first?
Maybe the UK. I'd love to visit London.
Perfect. You see how each small question opens a new door in the conversation?
Exactly. The key is to stay curious and keep asking friendly, open questions. All right, Paul. Before we wrap up today's episode, I have a fun question for you.
Uh-oh, I can already tell this is gonna be good. What's the question?
So, after all this practice today, do you think you'll start a conversation with a stranger right after we finish recording?
You know what? I just might. Maybe I'll talk to the guy at the coffee shop downstairs. I'll say, hey, how's your day going? Nice and simple.
That's perfect. And who knows? Maybe you'll make a new friend over a cup of coffee.
Exactly. I think that's the best part about learning English. Once you get started, every conversation becomes an opportunity.
So true. And for everyone listening, that's your little challenge for today.
Yes, we want you to practice what you learned in this episode. Try starting one short conversation in English today.
It doesn't have to be long or perfect. Just say, hi, how are you? Or maybe, nice weather today, isn't it?
It could be with a classmate, a coworker, someone at a cafe, or even a friend online.
Exactly. The goal is to start because the first word is always the hardest. But once you say it, everything gets easier.
And remember, confidence grows when you use English, not just when you study it.
Well said. And we really hope today's episode helped you feel more ready to speak naturally and confidently.
If it did, we'd love to hear from you. Tell us who you started a conversation with today.
Yes, leave us a comment or message. We love reading your stories and seeing your progress.
And don't forget to subscribe, share this podcast with a friend, and keep practicing your English every single day.
That's right. Every small conversation brings you one step closer to fluency.
All right, Emily, it's time to say goodbye for now.
Yes, but we'll be back soon with another episode full of real-life English you can actually use.
So stay confident, keep speaking, and enjoy every moment of your English journey.
I'm Emily.
And I'm Paul.
See you next time on the Real English Podcast.